Hey, what's up? It is DJ. We got some new and updated mods today for everybody. In total, 20 mods were released. All platforms got 8 new and 7 updates, and PC and Mac players still got a respectable 3 new and 2 updates. If you like staying updated with all the latest mods in Farming Simulator, get subscribed and let's go. Starting off with some new ones for all platforms, we have the map, the Mythical Woods from Carl TG. As you can tell, this is a logging map, and we've got a bunch of little tree areas, but we also logging areas, but we also have these big open expanses where we could take the trees that we have in these areas, cut them down, which shouldn't be too difficult, and you can actually farm these areas. All you gotta do is plow them up. If you don't want to farm those areas and you prefer to farm the included fields, well, there are some. There's not a lot, but there are a few here and there. A few sell points all around. We do have a train system that runs straight through. And then, of course, we have all of our goodies down here and a few things spread out around. So other than that, here's what you own. We get this area here, which is our log cabin. And then we get this area here, which is kind of our farm. So we have 2 different places for that, which I find very, very nice. Now, this thing, where in the world is this? Oh, it's right there at the end of the road. And there's our log cabin. Another really cool thing about this, no required mods. Can I get a hallelujah? Yeah, man. All right. Let's jump over to the main farm real quick and just take a quick sneak peek just around so you guys can see what is going to be included. There are also a few custom buildings that are included with this as well. So we've got this guy right here. We have a silo system here that holds 500,000 liters as opposed to 400. We do have access to that little field house, log cabin. I'm not doing good today. And we've got some custom productions as well. So for the Mythical Woods, we have the cement and asphalt factory, crude oil production, gold production, and a brick factory. There are no custom crops, but as you saw, we do have custom productions for this map. It does look like the growth calendar's been modified slightly, but can't tell for sure. And if we jump around into our owned items, we have a McCormick, which is not something we normally get in New Farmer. We also have a Fence 724 and the Massey Ferguson 7S210. As far as combine harvesters, of course, we get the Deutz-Fahr and the header and header trailer that go along with that. We do have a Mahindra Retriever, which is very cool, and even a Rudolph DK Tipper. Love that one. You have K-branded Power Harrow, which matches up with your seeder. Those will hook together. And then we get a good Kverneland mower, Pottinger Tenor, Pottinger Windrower, Pottinger loading wagon, and we get a weight. Very interesting map, and I will tell you guys that Carl TG is working on one more map, and it will be his final map for Farming Simulator 22. So there's one more Carl TG logging map heading our way. Something else I wanted to point out real quick with this map is there's a few little fun areas, like this area right here where it looks like they're building a house. We showed that off at the very beginning. There's another house right over here. So there are definitely some small, cool little points of interest around that I think you guys may enjoy, whether that be for roleplay or just for the sake of seeing it. There's some cool stuff here. Next is a really interesting mod. This is a pivot at the end of the day, and I am absolutely terrified to say the name of this, so I'm just not gonna. It comes available in 1, 2, 3, and 4 sections, and as you can see, it's a 372 meters, 284, 202, and 126. If you're curious, a map is 2,000 meters across, 2 kilometers. So yeah, when you buy them, they all come in this trailer. And if you're a little bit confused or anything, just check out the description on the mod up. This actually is from Sir Vertex, and they have partnered with this company to bring these pivots into the game. So I'm going to do my best to show you how these work. So first we have the customization options. We have machine house, yes or no. We're going to go with yes. Rotation duration, so complete rotation in 3 minutes, 5, 10, 20, or 30. You can also do 3/4 rotation, half rotations, and quarter rotation. So we're going to go complete rotation in 3 minutes, and then we can add a license plate. Now, yes, this does not look like a pivot, and it is not a pivot. It's also extremely heavy, which is why the wheels are in the ground. It is 1,000 tons. Yeet. So we have got our pivot, and I'm not going to refer to it as anything more than just the pivot. Back up to it and grab a hold. Whenever we hook up, it is not going to weigh that expensive 1,000 tons. As you can see, I'm pulling it like normal. So whenever the trailer's stationary, it weighs something, but when you're pulling it around, it's actually pretty easy. It's actually kind of lightweight if you want to think about it like that. Now, which way do you put it? Well, if we come around to the side, we can see assembly in this direction. May not have tried to put writing on the side of this. Maybe like a sign or something would have worked. Nonetheless, it's going to pump out 120 some meters in that direction. So we need to figure out how we're going to do this. I don't really know how far 120 meters is. Let's just bring it out here. So now we have detached from that. We've got our truck out here, and we're going to run over back to the trailer again. I'm going to turn on my help window so you can see exactly what's going on. We have enter vehicle, which we have done. Now there's a couple things that we could do. We have right rotation. We can change that. We also have turn on sprayer, and then we have open cover. We also have start engine. So you don't need to start the engine yet, I don't believe. But what we can do is go ahead and open the cover. Start the engine. So we'll do that. And it is doing its thing. Is that 100? That doesn't seem like 100 some meters. That, I don't know if that's 100 meters or not. Nonetheless, we are out of that now. Also, it looks like there's a collision over here somewhere. I don't know. Let's find out. Yeah. Oh, so the container still has a collision here. And I'm stuck in it. Well, what are you going to do, right? All right. So now that we've got that, we need to go over to our pump house. This guy right here. And this is where we load in our liquid fertilizer. All right, there we go. So we'll take this here and yeah, that's not working. All right, well, and now all you got to do is turn it on and set it to right rotation. And what it's going to do is it's going to take that 3 minutes to go all the way around. We're actually in the vehicle itself right now. If I can back out here, we can see it going. Also, if you're curious, that's the Power Tools mod. I love that mod so much. So there it is. It'll take 3 minutes to go all the way around. But be careful. Like I said, there are some collisions in here which are invisible, and they are really causing me some problems. Nonetheless, this is very cool. Very cool. Now there's more than one pivot. Hey, you got a pivot now. Let's do it. Yeah. Definitely be careful because if you reset this thing, it's going to reset at the store like this. Oh no. Can I close the cover? Well, I'm going to hit that so it folds itself up. That was such a bad decision. Very cool though. Love that. Next is the Lizard JR Vineyard Pack. Now this Vineyard Pack actually came out yesterday, 2 days ago for, I guess it would have been yesterday. It came out for PC and Mac players, but console players now have this as well. 400 liters, that's going to be liquid fertilizer herbicide. It is a sprayer and it is for vineyards, 4 meters at 8 miles an hour. And then we have the TF140. This is a mulcher, 1.4 meters, 7 miles an hour, 32 horsepower. One of my favorite brands in game, Krampe. We have their BigBody 550E. Oh yeah. So this is 18,700 liter capacity. We can take the wheel options and we go from Michelin, which look great on here, by the way. We can pop on some Trelleborgs, BKTs, which also look good. Vredestein, which look fantastic. And back in, we do have some standard and wide tires for those, so check them out. We have a ladder design, a platform design, both or none designs. We have a yes and no for the back. It's going to be your warning signs for kind of EU and UK designs. We also have a plastic and yes. I wish it would say what it is. So there it is right there, the grading at the front. A capacity, which is down for some reason. Usually this is the first option. We go from 18.7 up to 26. So there's one expansion, but we do have that. Then you could change up the color of the frame itself. I would say go for red or black. And then we can also change up the main color of the trailer. This is not something we can normally do. We also have a rim color as well, so if you want to go John Deere with it, I mean, I'm not saying to do that, but you can if you want to. How's about some weights? We got the Tenwinkel ECO TOP or Eco Top. We get the 1050 as well as the 1450. Those are going to be basically exactly the weight. So side reflectors, we have yes or no. Then we have front attacher, yes or no there as well. Main color options, we could change up the main color. We could change up the design color, which is those reflectors. And then we have a secondary design color, which is the hook at the front. So a lot of customization on just a weight. If you're looking for a weight where you can really change this thing up and make it what you want, this is a pretty good place to start. Next up, we have the metal garage or workshop. Now, normally there's not an or when it comes to mods. It is and, but this is an or because you can do either one. Do you want a metal garage? Well, then here you go. Very cool, very, very American. We have 4 big doors across the front, 2 massive ones, a medium, and a little bit of a smaller one, maybe a toy door or something like that. And then we've got another medium-sized one, I think medium, yeah, medium-sized one down at the end and down here as well. So you could go in and rock and roll. There are also automatic lights on the outside, manual lights on the inside, 34 different color options to choose from, and you're good. Man, oh man, it's going to cost you $60,000. Now, if you want a workshop inside, then go for the workshop variant. The metal garage is going to be found in sheds, workshop's going to be found in tools, exactly where they should be, and right here it is. We've got a place where we can work on our vehicles. Everything's exactly the same around towards the inside. I would say definitely go with the workshop one because you're only adding features and only for 20,000 more, 80 grand for this. Otherwise, all the things are the same. Next is another returning mod from PC Mods, the Solar Farms Lizard. So with this one, we've got a solar farm, but around towards the inside, there we go. We can actually take these and delete them. I don't think we can delete that one, but you can go through and kind of delete some of these sections of fence and make it a little bit bigger. So you can actually expand these, like put a few of them together or something like that. We open this up, we'll come around here. Oh, boop. We click that button and it'll actually move the solar panels, which is very, very cool. And then we can even move this guy around as well. I need to turn on my help window, reposition charging station. If I click that, then it appears all the way over here now. And I click it again, and it goes to the other side. Very, very cool. You can also get rid of these buildings if you want to. Boom, get rid of that one. Boom, get rid of that one. It's just a normal trigger, so you can easily click it, and you're good to go. Nothing to do with those. These are available in a few different setups, so if you don't want a small one, you want to go for a larger one, you can easily do that. I mean, we've got one that takes up that much room, so you guys can see what I mean there. And these are, again, meant to join together. So if you wanted to kind of hook them together a little bit, kind of like that, or something similar, you can easily do that. It's a pretty cool setup. And beforehand, it was just PC only. So this is nice to see it come to consoles as well. Sadly, this is your last new one for all platforms today, but a little bit for everyone. This is the Warmian-Masurian House. We got a place where we can sleep and a place where we can change our clothing. And same thing over here with the brick version as well. These are just houses at the end of the day, decorative as they may be, with no interior. You can still sleep and change clothes. So 2 thumbs up. Jumping over to our updates for all platforms, we have PGR Agro Pomerania. This is going to be version 1.1. Remove the unnecessary elements, change the farm buildings into placeables. 2 thumbs up there. They've changed the grain silo, changed the elevation of the field roads, added Polish license plates, added more ground textures, and fixed all reported bugs. Next up, Oberkirchheim version 1.3.1. Field grass now works again. No new save game is required. Felsbrunn 22 version 2.3. 4 new fruit flavors have been added and further changes. They do say a new save game is required. And New American version 1.0.01. Added point of sale for chocolate, added some buildings that were missing, adjusted some signs on the map. Karcher washing machine was added to the farm workshop. Some light posts in the BGA were removed and fixed some bugs. A new save game is recommended. And we've got some equipment. First up, the CLAAS LEXION model year 2023 version 1.2 added Montana version with slope compensation, added animations, adjusted the materials, optimized the displays, improved the model and configurations, optimized the decals, added foldable 4XL and 5XL pipes, and adjusted the prices. New Holland C323 and L200 series version 1001. They've added the L218 and 215. And your last update for all platforms is the 53-foot Dropdeck trailer Autoload Bales version 2001. Fixed issue that caused the trailer to jump around when reversed faster than 8 miles per hour or 13 kilometers per hour. Jumping over to new ones for PC and Mac players, we have the BBU Clementer 550F. This is a windrow and it actually goes on the front of your tractor. Is a 5.5 meter worker with 80 horsepower required, 11 mile per hour, workhorse. This is very, very neat. It's maybe best if I show you guys the screenshots of this on the Mod Hub because I think it does a really good job of showing it off. You can see here we've got a couple different swaths and it creates one big old swath. So you put that down and you've got the swath that comes all the way off to the right hand side of the tractor. This is kind of nice. Instead of going down the center of the tractor, kicks it off to the side. Secondly is the Camara CTR small pack from Calaruga Modding. Great to see them. Usually their mods come to consoles shortly after PC, so look out for a lizard version of this maybe sometime soon. We have the CTR8, and here we have wheel setups which can be changed up. It is a slurry spreader, so slurry and digestate, 90 horsepower required, 10 meters at 6 miles per hour, and hold 8,000 liters. Now, we could jump over to one with 10,000 liter capacity, 100 horsepower, 10 meters at 6 miles per hour. Here, we'll set up, we could change that up as well, but we also have a design. Did we have a design for the first one? We did not. And your last new one for PC and Mac players today is called Herbicide Mixing. This mod allows you to mix herbicide and fertilizer, put one ingredient in the sprayer itself and the other in an additional tank, and both will now be used at once. When hiring a worker, it's best to put the fertilizer in the sprayer and the herbicide in the additional tank. When mixing is active, there'll be a mixing notification text next to the working width. So you guys can see that right here. Very cool. So we can see everything that's being done. So in the game, you know, uses one but not the other, and the mod uses both. We've also got change cruise control mixing herbicide. Very, very cool. Lastly, let's talk about updates for PC and Mac players. First, we have the IMT 5170-5210 version 1002. Fixed rim and tire, added new wheel brand, prepared for interactive control, and prepared for precision farming. And the last mod is not really an update as much as it is a re-upload. The Agromet Famarol Słupsk Z211 2. This is still showing as version 1.0. I think it's just re-added to the game. And that is it. Thank you for hanging out with me. I hope you have a great day. Happy Tuesday to you. It's nice to see mods for everyone today. Already dropped a Let's Play, so if you haven't seen that, definitely check it out. Otherwise, have an awesome day. We'll see you later.